wanted to come on here and make another video again about what to do when you're taking your nursing prerequisites. So for starters, number one, study. Of course, you know that one. That's pretty easy. You need to study and make good grades in your prerequisites, but really buckle down and aim for that A in all things, even if you feel like you can't do it in the middle of the semester, like it's just overwhelming. Buckle down, study hard, figure out what study method works for you, and just do it, like get it done, because a lot of programs consider B's to be C's, and if you have a C, you probably won't have that GPA that you need to make it into the program that you want to get into. Figure out what nursing schools you want to apply to. So that may be multiple nursing schools, it may be one. Whatever it may be, make sure you go to their nursing page on their website. Most of them have websites, and figure out what the requirements are. There are a lot of things that may differ from school to school. So if you're applying to different schools, make sure that you organize the information so you can see it. Maybe make a chart for what each school requires as far as course requirements and GPA requirements and T's requirements to get into the nursing program. Another thing is, if your GPA, look at your GPA and look at what the nursing school requires. If they require, let's say, a 3.3 to get into the nursing program, if you're in an impacted area like I am, 3.3 is not good enough to get in. It is good enough to apply, but chances of you getting in is not very high, because most of the time they pick from the top 1/3. And a lot of students make this mistake, or so I read from forums, that they think that that's good enough. They just need to meet the minimum requirement, and that is just what it is, the minimum to get into for them to take your application and look at you. But that's it. As far as them accepting you, you need to be at that top 1/3. And that top 1/3 is way higher than that, because there are people that are applying with a 4.0 GPA and 3.7s and 3.8s and 3.6s. So you got to get it up there. You got to get that score up there. But yes, make a chart to organize the information so that when it comes time to apply, you'll be ready and have all your ducks in a row. 3, before you're actually done with your prerequisites, make sure you schedule the TEAS exam. You may be one of those very bold and brave individuals that take the TEAS exam before all of your prerequisites are done, and that's fine if you can handle that. But if you're not, if you choose to do it when your last prerequisite is completed, make sure before the semester is over that you've actually scheduled your TEAS, because ATI will start releasing dates for the TEAS test at certain locations way before you're even done. And most of the time, well, in my area in California, Northern California, it is impacted. So as I said before, so a lot of the times those test dates are closed out in full before you're even done with the semester. So just make sure you schedule your TEAS exam well in advance, giving you enough time between the end of the semester and that TEAS test, at least a month, to study, and also check the requirements of your school. Some of them accept the highest score out of 3 attempts, as long as they're 30 days apart, or whatever that requirement may be. So if you feel like you'll need a second attempt, schedule that second attempt as well at that time. So order your transcripts in advance. You might have, like for instance for me, the nursing application opens up in February, so I have this month in between, a month and a few days in between the last date of my prerequisite and the start of the nursing program application to actually order my transcripts. So I'm doing that ahead of time during this month in January to make sure that my transcripts are there or in my hands in an envelope. After you've applied for the nursing program, or even in between the end of your prerequisites and the start of to apply for the nursing application, just relax. Wait for the day that you hear that you're accepted and relax, or take another class for some other major, but whatever it is, relax and try to forget that your application's in process. I know that seems impossible. Just focus your attention on other things, because at the end of the day, the world still goes on and your life still goes on, and either way, you'll be okay. And there just are a lot of other things in the world to do as well, while you're waiting. The world doesn't stop. Your world doesn't stop. So just keep doing you and relax and enjoy some leisure time, because you actually get this time off from school after working so hard. So go out there and do what you wanted to do all this time that you were focusing on your prerequisites, and have fun. Because when nursing school starts, I'm pretty sure that you'll be bombarded with that and nose to the books. And the grind will start up again. So yeah, or so I hear, and hopefully I find out at the end of the year. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed these tips, and hopefully they're useful to you and maybe remind you of some things that you may have forgotten that you need to do. But anyway, thank you for watching. See you in the next video. Bye.